We want now to reach with the images we downloaded to this result. So let's go now and see how we can use our vector and merge it with our landscape background to reach this effect. So I think you remember that we downloaded two kinds of images. This one, which is the image from Pixels, and these ones are the vectors that we have talked about. These ones can be opened only by Illustrator or just like Alternative or any other tool that work with the EPS images. But for the normal image viewer like this one, it will not be able to open these. So these ones are vectors and they work with the pass system. Let's see how we can use this image to make it with the tone paper effect as we want. We will open the file here in Illustrator. So here's the file opened in Illustrator. Now, if you want it to appear in full size, we will go here and say fit on screen. Now I want you to focus in what we will do here. We will start to minimize the number of paths that we don't need. In other words, we will remove the unnecessary paths. So here you will find a group of layers. For example, we do not need these text layers. So we only have this right now, and we may also remove this. All of these we don't need, and I will tell you how to know. And here we also don't need this, and we don't need the background. So now we only have this one. Let's see now if we can take this path and start making it. We will select it like this, and we will go to Object, and we will try to make it a compound path. What is the meaning of this? We are trying to, this thing consists of different and multiple paths. If we combine it, then we can use it as if it is one object. So we're gonna say object, and we gonna say, oh sorry, I forgot to select it again. So we selected it. We will go here and we will go to compound path, and we will make it like this. So now we have a compound path. What we can do now is to go to this icon, which is a drawing mode. Where do you want to draw? Now imagine that you can draw on this compound path. So where do you want to draw? To draw normal, just like on the page itself, and make a different layer, or to draw behind this, so this will be in the front, or to draw inside it. This is what we want. We want to draw inside this. Do you see now? We have these lines that said to us where is the destination our drawing will happen. Now we will go to File. So the first step was to remove unnecessary files or remove unnecessary path layers. And then we went to Object. We selected first, of course, and then we went to Object, and we made what we selected a compound path. And what is left now is to go to File and start to place a photo inside this compound path. So let's say place, and we have the image here that we want to place inside the compound path, and say place. Now you have the image. All what you have to do is to come here and start selecting where the area you want your image. Of course, you have to cover all the area that you want to place your image in order not to have things like an empty space in your compound path like that. As you see, we have succeeded in making this image appear on our compound path. But what we need now is to, through the arrows, we can just like make it go up or down, whatever the thing that suits the result that we want. So I'll make it like that. And now we have a good image to present. So let's remember that again. The number one, remove unnecessary layers. Why? To let the image size be not so high, and at the same time we only need the layers that can make your image look like the effect that you want. We only needed this tone. We didn't need this because we don't need a background. We want it to be transparent. We didn't need the text, so No need for the text, we don't need that. We only need the image as you see. Now we want to export this result. So what can we do to do that? We will say export selection, and as you see we have the selection here, but I guess this is not what we want. We will do like that, and we will select again to make sure that we have selected everything that we want. And we can say export selection from here, or even from file and say export selection, or export as to define the type that we want to export to. But export selection works fine. So here's the asset that we want, and as you see, this is the image that he will extract. I reformatted that to be 1920 pixel because this is the average screen size that I want to present my background on. You can select the size according to different scales, maybe 1x of the default image size, 2x, 3x, or even with the width that you want, the height, the resolution, whatever you want. Of course, the format will be PNG, that's what we want because it needs to be transparent, and we will just say export asset. The export has done successfully, and now let's go to see the result. This is the result. So let's see how it is. Well, it looks fine as we want, but just as you see this space, how can we fix that? For my Windows here, there is a tool which is edit. So I'm gonna crop the image a little bit, and that will not do anything bad, like that. And I will say save. And now I have my image. As you see, everything is fine and I can use it. But if you looked at the image size, you will find it 3.67 megabyte, which is very, very high. We need to fix that. And this is something we will learn separately, how to resize all the images that we will get. Remember that we have two other images. We can see them here. We need to make this one and we need to make this one. Maybe not the same images, maybe we choose different ones, but after all, we need 2 more images and actually 3 more images because of this one. So let's see how can we do them and repeat the same process again and learn it even more. Thanks a lot.